My name is James Payne. The Commission has honored me with being its chair. In private practice for over 30 years, like you, I have defended the indigent accused every single day of my career, and it is a privilege.
My name is Staples Hughes. I'm a member of the North Carolina Commission on Indigent Defense Services.
Hi, my name's Darren Jordan. I'm an attorney in Salisbury in Rowan County, and I'm also on the IDS Commission.
My name is Dorothy Hairston Mitchell. I am an assistant clinical professor and supervising attorney for the Juvenile Law Clinic at North Carolina Central University School of Law. I have also practiced for my entire career as a parent attorney in abuse, neglect, dependency cases, as well as I've represented children in juvenile delinquency court.
My name is David Teddy. I am a commissioner with IDS. In my second term, I'm from Shelby, North Carolina, and I practice criminal defense law in Shelby.
Good morning. My name is Art Beeler. I am one of the members of the commission, and I thought it would be a little interesting to know that I'm a non-lawyer. I spent over 35 years as an employee of the Federal Bureau of Prisons and have done a considerable amount of work with inmates since then and reentry and those kinds of activities.
My name is Lisa Menifee. I am the Chief District Court Judge of Forsyth County, North Carolina. That is the 21st Judicial District.
Hi, my name is Brian Cromwell. I'm a partner at Parker Poe Adams and Bernstein in Charlotte, North Carolina. My practice is mainly white-collar defense. I was a former state prosecutor in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina, and a federal prosecutor with the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Western District of North Carolina.
Hi, my name is Chris Muma. I'm a post-conviction attorney, so I look at cases after people have been convicted. So I've seen firsthand how not having proper representation can impact somebody.
The first job I had out of law school was in a North Carolina Public Defender office. And I was so excited to get that job. It was in an office that had a lot of young, energetic, motivated folks, worked hard, really wanted to do a good job for their clients.
I'm really proud to be a member of the commission. When I first started practicing back in 1988 and took some court-appointed work, a fair amount of court-appointed work, most of the clients that I saw initially perceived me and other lawyers that do court-appointed work as working for the government and really didn't feel like they were getting good, solid representation. With the advent of the IDS Commission, I've seen a shift, a sea change in the perception that court-appointed lawyers receive from their clients because the field is leveling. I don't know that we're there yet, but the resources that are available to lawyers that represent poor people are better than they've ever been, and that's gratifying because a jail cell where a lot of our clients reside before they go to trial can be an awfully lonely place.
By your example, by your devotion, you put into practice a timeless biblical principle, serving the least of these. By your service to the indigent accused, you serve your fellow man, you serve your fellow countrymen, you protect the Constitution. Please know that this thanks to you comes from a Republican, a retired Marine officer, and a fellow private practitioner.
I've seen many cases where people have been convicted through plea bargains without attorneys or have represented themselves because they just wanted to get back to their jobs and get back to their families, thinking they can fix the problem later. And after a conviction occurs, there's no going back. It's very, very difficult to overturn what's already been done. So it's so important that people have proper representation to explain the consequences, protect their rights and ensure they have proper representation to protect their interests when they do go to trial.
Today, some of the most talented lawyers I know, the most passionate lawyers I know, are public defenders. They don't get a lot of press. They don't get a lot of opportunity to tout their skills. But when you need someone in the most damaging and devastating part of your life, they are the ones who are going to be on that wall to protect you against sometimes very aggressive prosecutors. I'm very proud to serve on the IDS Commission.
And so I would like to state how important it is to have great counsel or great attorneys advocating for parents and children in juvenile court. That courtroom, as we all know, has more of a holistic approach, and I believe that it takes a special kind of person who is willing to commit to learning that area. Juvenile law in particular is a more specialized area, as well as how important it is to being an advocate in the courtroom, but even more than that, how important it is to have great advocacy for those parents and children outside of the courtroom.
I want to just let everybody know that how important public defense is to me. I've been practicing law for 27 years and have been working as a court-appointed attorney for the last 19 years. And I think it's very important, the job that we do. And I have to think back to a recent client that I had. He looked at me after the trial and he said, "Thank you for representing me, because I didn't have a friend otherwise in this courtroom." That's what public defense is for me.
And I think one of the most important things that the Commission does is to make sure that prisoner litigation is done appropriately. And people would think, well, you're a prison warden, why are you wanting prisoner litigation to be done appropriately? There's two reasons for it primarily. One is you want to make sure that the litigation is sound and reasoned, and that you have something to have a good stance on. And number two is oftentimes it is through litigation that you find out that things need to be corrected.
We have so many people in our district that are entitled and deserve great representation, and they are unable to afford to hire their own attorney for any number of reasons. They live in poverty, they earn a minimum wage, and they're maybe only able to work one job due to family responsibilities, or they're on a fixed income, or even they're 16 or 17 years old. They're being treated as adults in our courts still, and they're in school. How do they hire an attorney? So that's where the public defender system is just invaluable to everyone who lives in the community, because it ensures that justice is being served and people have the help and assistance they need in making the best decisions when they're in that system.
For me, and I want to thank each and every one of you for all of the hard work you do and the dedication you have to what we do. Thank you.
So I want to thank you, those of you who serve our public as public defenders. You have a very challenging job, and I'm very proud of the work you do. Thank you.
We thank the people who do this work. It's so important for all of us. Conviction of the innocent person is not just a failure of the justice system, it's a failure of society overall.
It is a type of area in which burnout is quite high. And so I thank all of the public defenders and defense attorneys across the state of North Carolina who have been willing to commit to that work in general, as well as fighting for parents and children, and not only helping them to be successful in the courtroom in those cases, but as well as be successful in life. So thank you.
Fighting for the rule of law, fighting for the Constitution, for your fellow citizens is no small task. It is interesting that we cut this video to you on Bill of Rights Day, because you are defending the Bill of Rights. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your devotion to duty. God bless you.
Thank you.